long as I got something to believe in. I strive till I rise or until I stop breathing.
What are you doing here today?
Genesis B. I'm here at University of Southern Mississippi Lake Terrace Convention Center, here with the Department of Mental Health of Mississippi, just doing a little presentation about Strive Till I Rise and performance. And I'm here with Dr. Dia.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, people?
Good morning.
Dr. Dia, you can check her out at DRDIA on Twitter. You can check me out at Genesis B, all one word, BE. And yeah, so hope you enjoy the performance and the presentation, and look out for us at your campus.
15 to 24-year-olds make up 15% of Mississippi's population, but make up 76% of the chlamydia cases. There's something going on with our youth. There's something going on, and we need to tap into it. And I don't think hip-hop is an answer to everything, but I think it is definitely part of the discussion, because these kids, as they listen to these hip-hop artists who are telling them, you gotta have 20 chicks, you gotta have sex, get money, drive cars. Like, these are the things that are being glorified, and we need something to balance and counter that. Increased use of prescription pills and methamphetamines in Mississippi. This meth thing is getting out of control here in the rural areas, not only in Mississippi, but all over the nation. But then again, it's cool to be a drug dealer, right? Isn't that what the hip-hop artists are telling our youth? It's cool to be the boss, to be the Donna, right? Tony Montana, whatever. The suicide rate has increased a lot in the last 15 years. I don't know what to attest that to. I guess it's self-esteem, bullying being a very important thing that I want to tackle. Cyberbullying as well. These kids get on these computers and they're anonymous. They can say what they want about anybody, post things, and no one knows that it's them. Maybe I think it's just something going on with our self-esteem and our self-worth, and not understanding that we are precious beyond measure. We're kings and queens and we're acting like peasants. I want to get into Strive Till I Rise. Strive Till I Rise started because when I was in New York, I won this very prestigious scholarship called the Catherine B. Reynolds Scholarship for Entrepreneurship. And many of my peers who are in this were young people doing amazing things, changing the world. Like, man, I can't even express it. So my peers, a lot of them are educators as well, and they would just say, Genesis, I want you to come to my class and talk to these kids about Hurricane Katrina and the resilience that you went through, or talk to them about being a young entrepreneur, activism. Whatever they wanted me to do, I was down, you know. So I would go to the class, and I would always open up with a rap or a freestyle with the kids. And sure enough, every time, no matter how high their guards were up, I always dropped after that exercise. And then I was just free to talk to them about whatever they wanted and open myself up for mentorship. So this is how Strive Till I Rise kind of began. When I was 17, I wrote a song called HIV and AIDS for the Mississippi AIDS Task Force that they were using with their Teen Titans. I'll show you that video in a minute. And I also wrote a song called Precious Beyond Measure that dealt with domestic abuse and self-esteem, respecting one another. Not only men respecting women, but women respecting men, not treating them as ATMs, and we get back what we put out. So I'll show you a clip of that as well. And so Strive Till I Rise, after being in school, I kind of realized it was my natural evolution to use my music and my talent in a meaningful way. And this was, I've been doing it since I was younger, but this was the first time I'm embodying it into a brand, which is Strive Till I Rise. And I have bookmarks on the table if you guys have those. So this is a clip from the HIV and AIDS video. If you go to the back of your binder, I have the lyrics there. And this is how we deliver it to the kids, so they would read the lyrics and watch the video. My disclaimer is I was 16, 17, so I have a mouthful of phrases and it looks kind of funny. All right? Don't judge me. And also, I'm in the process of reproducing this video with different kids ages 9 to 12. Thank you. Okay, so that was HIV and AIDS, and I would present this at different schools and have them read the lyrics and have a very honest and open dialogue about the lyrics and how they felt about STDs and that nature. Because this is for younger kids, I try not to add anything about sex, and that's something that they can explore later or talk to their parents about. So the next one I'm about to show is called Precious Beyond Measure. This is another one that I'm in the process of developing a video for, but right now it's just a slideshow, and the lyrics are also in your packet. So that's something I would show to 18-year-old girls in Forsyth High School. We would just have an open dialogue about their experience with the issue. Many had a lot of crazy stories to tell, and it was just a very safe place for them to speak about it, and an honest place for them to express themselves.
That wood grain grip looking sick in the two-seater. My boy got hit legit with 2 heaters. Got him for his whip, his chick, and his new Adidas. See, we all got demons, now I gotta face them. Dreams so close that I could taste them. Though my heart's racing, I gotta take it out of the equation. It's in my destiny to be amazing, yes. Bomb drop, tear drop, they fall steady when a child cries. Gun pop, my heart's heavy. Years of aggression, years of oppression. It's got me wondering if we could find a new direction. And it's hard to remain optimistic, dealing with logistics, driving me ballistic. I don't know why they focus on being so fly. I dedicate it to the Most High. No lie, only speak truth. Do it for the black boys, do it for the youth. I do it for the young chicks getting their diploma, in school putting in work like a soldier. See, the pen is the sword, even if you can't afford the ink, just think and put a piece on the board like checkmate, and bet they're gonna hate, but learn how to separate the real from the fake. That's right.
Well, my name is Genesis B, and I'm kind of parched after that. I've been a hip-hop performer since I was about 13 years old, from Biloxi, Mississippi. It's my hometown. And I can't talk about me and what I do without speaking about my grandfather. His name is Reverend Clyde Briggs, and he was a Baptist preacher in Franklin County, Roxy, Mississippi. And he was murdered in 1964 because him and his friends, his other community leaders, were educating black folks, educating them about voting practices, and actually taking them to the polls and, doing the groundwork that many of our ancestors did. And my father was 9 years old when my big daddy died. And my father's an activist as well. It lived on in him. My earliest memories are me walking around with my Cabbage Patch doll at KKK rallies as a opposing voice with my father. And then I discovered hip hop somewhere in there, and I started rhyming. I heard Tupac's Tupacalypse Now, Brenda's Got a Baby. He was talking about teen pregnancy, street violence, police brutality. He was making money, he was famous. I was like, this is what I want to do. It was like a light bulb went on. So, fast forward 2005, I had put out about 3 CDs independently. Had a good name for myself, a buzz going up in Biloxi, and Hurricane Katrina hit. Completely devastated my whole town, as well as some of yours, I'm sure. My fan base was gone, my community was destroyed, and I was devastated. All right, so after Hurricane Katrina happened, I started a record label called Open Sky Artworks. So I was about 17, 18 at the time. And Open Sky Artworks, I developed that so that the artists in my area could regain their fan bases because they were all dispersed. The fan bases that we had were gone. So we did promotion marketing. That was the birth of Genesis B, the Young Entrepreneur. Then I went away to college. I got accepted to Clive Davis Department of Recording Music at New York University, and I double majored in political science. And I just graduated this May. But hip-hop kept me strong through all of it. Hip-hop is the reason I got this class rating. I accredit God first, hip-hop, my family. Strapped Till I Rise. Strapped Till I Rise. And I know it does to many youth and young kids. Memorization. Kids remember songs, they do. Being at New York University, I noticed that these alternative methods were being explored at the university level, but I had never seen them down here in my schools, grade school, middle school, high school. And many kids find music and video more engaging than textbooks. There's very simple reasons why it made sense to me to pursue hip-hop pedagogy. Speaking of that, one of my mentors, Martha Diaz, which Shadia mentioned, started the Hip Hop Education Center at NYU. And I am one of 6 fellows of this organization. And what they do is they provide workshops and space and lectures to try to educate entertainers like myself and teaching artists on how to use hip hop and entertainment to educate, empower, and motivate the youth. So they are like training a whole generation just like me. Another example. This is the book that Marcella and Martha Diaz published. Urban Arts Partnership is based out of New York. So these examples that I'm giving you are all New York East Coast, the birth of hip hop. They have been exploring these issues of how to use hip hop as a teaching tool for a while now. And me being there, I learned from this, I took it in, and this is why I'm here in my home state trying to implement the same type of logic. I want to give you an example of Urban Arts Partnerships, Fresh Prep. This is written by one of my friends. He's also a fellow in the Hip Hop Educational Center. His name is Sam Sellers. So every high school student in New York has to take an exit exam in order to graduate. So Fresh Prep kind of prepares them for that using hip hop. I'll just give you a little example here. I won't play the whole song, but you'll get the gist.
Features of the man, resources in demand, population expansion, geography. The way things shape is topography. Mountains isolate the harbors by the sea. Geography affects the economy, along with the climate, environmentally. The first civilizations and river valleys, Tigris and Euphrates, Mesopotamia. That's the Middle East, part of the Fertile Crescent, geography. And Africa, the Nile River, long as could be. In China, the Yellow River, also part of Miami. Rivers kept the land fertile, farming was the business in India and back.
All right. So, as you see, he's using hip hop to educate young kids about geography. Very simple concept, very powerful concept. No more foreign policies, basic for the kingdom, bitch, killing them for poverty, yeah. Speaking honestly, the birth of you came. I'm spitting real since most of these rappers say. That's why I wish upon a star, that every superstar would recognize just who you are. One wish, if I
And as long as I got something to believe in, I strive till I rise or until I stop breathing.